My child, pause your spirit for a moment and breathe. You did not arrive here by accident. Heaven has led you to this very second, to this very message, because something sacred is unfolding around your life. My beloved one, you are standing at the edge of a divine interruption, a holy pause where I, the Lord your God, am reaching into your day to speak what cannot wait any longer. This is your appointed moment, the one written long before you took your first breath. For as it is written in Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1, to everything there is a season and a time, for every purpose under heaven. My precious one, this is that time. Right now, all of heaven is leaning in. The atmosphere around you is shifting. What you are sensing in your heart is not fear. It is the stillness of Psalm chapter 46, verse 10, whispering, "Be still and know that I am God." My child, stay close. Do not move. Do not let anything pull you away. I am preparing your heart to receive a warning, a revelation, and a protection that your spirit has been crying out for. My child, listen closely, for in this very moment, heaven is leaning near to your spirit. You are not simply watching a message. You are sitting in a quiet place where I am speaking gently and directly to your heart. My beloved one, angels have already been dispatched on your behalf, carrying instructions shaped perfectly for your life. Nothing is late. Nothing is confused. Nothing has been overlooked. There is a heavenly record with your name written in living light, and every page of it carries a purpose you are only beginning to understand. What I have written over you would overwhelm you if revealed all at once. So I unfold it slowly, tenderly, at the pace your heart can hold. My precious one, I saw the moments when you thought you slipped through my hands. I watched you silently wipe away tears no one else noticed. I heard the sigh that never made it into words. I was with you in the quiet places where your heart spoke louder than your mouth ever could. When you lay awake before dawn, staring into the stillness and wondering if I still heard you, I was already there. I felt the heaviness on your chest and the ache you struggled to express. You celebrated others while feeling left behind, whispering, "Lord, what about me?" That whisper reached me, and rather than disappointing me, it drew me closer to you. You have not been punished. You have been prepared. Every delay has been divine positioning. Every closed door has redirected you away from hidden harm. Every season of silence has been me arranging people and timing so that the blessings you're longing for will carry you and not crush you. While you waited, heaven worked. While you prayed, provision was being aligned. While you wondered if anything was happening at all, the foundation beneath your future was quietly strengthening. Nothing was lost, my child. Everything was being prepared with a precision you could not see. Lately, you have felt strange pulls in your spirit, moments of heaviness, sudden restlessness, repeating numbers, unusual timing, a quiet alarm echoing inside you. These were not coincidences, but gentle warnings from me, heavenly nudges, signals meant to slow you down before a misstep. An assignment has tried to push you into rushed decisions and harmful alignments, but I am stepping in right now. Before you take another step, be still with me. Let peace, not pressure, lead your next move. Anything forcing you to rush, ignore your spirit, or silence your inner knowing does not come from me. My urgency does not overwhelm you, it protects you. My warnings are not to frighten you, they are to shield you. You are entering a season of healing and quiet transformation, and it is arriving exactly on time. As this shift unfolds, you will begin to notice small signs, a softer breath, a calmer heart, a gentle thought, whispering that you are not alone. These are not small things. They are the first signs of restoration. So breathe now, my child. You do not need every answer. You only need to trust that I hold them. You do not need to see the entire road. You only need to take my hand for this next part of the journey. I am healing what is inside you, even more than what surrounds you. Anxiety will no longer lead the way. The fear that said, "It will always be like this," is losing its grip. Feel my nearness in the quiet, the stillness in the room, the warmth beginning to rise in your chest, the subtle awakening of hope you thought had died. This is me. This is my presence. This is my voice whispering, "You are seen. You are known. You are not forgotten. And I am already at work." Take a breath, my beloved one, my child. Now that your spirit has settled enough to hear me, I want to take you deeper into what has been unfolding around you. Things your natural eyes could not see, but your heart has been sensing. You have felt the tension of invisible battles, the weight of thoughts that did not feel like your own, and the sudden waves of discouragement that appeared without warning. My beloved one, these were not signs of your weakness. They were signs that the enemy was threatened by what I placed inside you. You have been carrying a light that has unsettled darkness since the day you were born. Every time you chose kindness when you could have chosen anger, every time you forgave when you were wounded, every time you whispered a prayer instead of giving up, the spiritual realm trembled. Hell does not attack what is empty. It attacks what is destined. There has been a conspiracy against your destiny, and though you could not name it, you felt it in moments when you suddenly questioned your worth, your calling, your future. My child, those whispers of doubt were never my voice. I have never called you unworthy. I have never said you were too late, too broken, or too flawed to be used by me. The enemy feared the moment you would discover who you truly are in my eyes. This is why he planted discouragement through people who did not understand your heart, through circumstances designed to frustrate your purpose, through thoughts that tried to convince you that your past disqualified you. But today, my precious one, I am breaking these lies off your spirit. I am lifting the veil that has hidden your true identity from you. You are not ordinary. You never have been. There is a calling woven into your very DNA, a heavenly purpose that has been waiting for the right season to awaken fully. And now in this hour, that season is arriving. What has been dormant in your spirit is beginning to rise like embers catching holy fire. You will feel it in the days ahead, not a sudden explosion, but a gentle unfolding, a warmth in your chest, a clarity in your thoughts, a quiet boldness you have not felt in years. Heaven is awakening you. My beloved one, close your eyes for a moment and imagine how I see you, not weary or overwhelmed, but clothed in righteousness, surrounded by angels crowned with favor, carrying a glory that is not fragile but radiant. I see you walking with authority, speaking with power, moving with purpose, overflowing with abundance, because I am the one who strengthens you. This is not fantasy. This is your destiny, and I am drawing you into it step by step even now. Yet before this destiny fully manifests, you must understand what has been blocking it. My child, there has been a spiritual assignment intended to slow you down, confuse you, and drain your confidence. It was not sent because you are weak, but because you are powerful. Darkness always fights what heaven prepares. But hear me clearly today, that assignment is canceled. Every curse that tried to cling to your bloodline is breaking. Every limitation that tried to restrain you is lifting. Every barrier that tried to stand before you is crumbling under my hand. Right now, as you receive these words, angels are repositioning themselves around your life. The atmosphere is shifting. Doors that once resisted you are being unlocked. Windows of heaven that remained closed are being opened. I am purifying the space around you, softening the path beneath you, and blessing the very ground you walk on. You are stepping into a season of acceleration, not by your strength, but by my grace. What would have taken years will begin unfolding in months. What required months will begin shifting in weeks. What seemed impossible for weeks will begin manifesting in days. My timing is perfect, and I am redeeming what was stolen. In the next 72 hours, my child, watch for the first sign. It may come as a message you did not expect, a conversation that opens a surprising opportunity, a gentle confirmation that brings sudden peace, or a moment of grace that cannot be explained by human reasoning. These signs are not coincidences, they are signals that heaven has begun releasing what has been held back for you. But do not fear if you feel unprepared. Nothing was lost. Everything was being aligned. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has been the soil from which your breakthrough is now rising. And when the blessing begins to flow, it will not merely meet your needs, it will overflow. You will have enough to stand, enough to give, enough to bless those connected to your destiny. Generations after you will benefit from what I begin in your life now. My beloved one, breathe deeply. Trust what I am doing. Trust what I am revealing. Trust that you are stepping into divine timing, not by accident, but by design. You are seen, you are guided, you are protected, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop what I have ordained for you. My child, let your heart stay soft in this moment, for I am drawing you into understanding, an understanding that will free you from the heaviness you have been carrying for far too long. There are things I am revealing now that I could not reveal earlier because the wounds were still open and the confusion still loud. But today, my beloved one, your spirit is steady enough to receive truth with clarity and truth with gentleness. You have wondered why certain people were removed from your life so suddenly. You questioned whether you did something wrong, whether you were too much or not enough. But hear me now, those departures were not punishments. They were protections. I saw intentions you could not see, motives hidden behind kind words and paths that would have entangled your destiny in unnecessary heartbreak. So I stepped in. I pulled you away. I closed doors that you begged me to open. At the time, it felt harsh, my precious one, but it saved you from battles you were never meant to fight. The spiritual assignment against you tried to disguise itself as bad luck, as coincidence, as just life. But there was nothing random about the pressure you faced. Every time you started to rise, something tried to push you back down. Every time hope began to bloom, discouragement tried to choke it. Every time you tried to take a step forward, a wave of fear appeared out of nowhere. You blamed yourself, but I tell you now, those battles were not because you were weak. They were because you were chosen. The enemy fears those who carry light. And you, my child, carry far more light than you realize. Even in seasons when you felt broken, your spirit still glowed. Even in moments when you questioned your worth, heaven never questioned your calling. Even on nights when you felt empty, I saw a strength in you that the enemy desperately wanted to silence. But he has failed. My beloved one, you need to understand this clearly. The force that has been pressing against your life is losing its authority right now. Not tomorrow, not someday. In this moment, as my voice reaches your heart, things are shifting in the unseen realm. What was assigned to slow you down is being dismantled. What tried to limit you is being stripped of power. What whispered fear into your mind is being silenced. And hear me, this is not happening because you forced it. It is happening because I have declared it. You are entering a season where my hand will be unmistakably present. You will begin to notice subtle confirmations, timely messages, peaceful interruptions, opportunities that appear without effort, divine alignments that feel too precise to be random. These small signs are heaven's footprints around your life, showing you that you are not walking alone. Some of you will feel it physically, a warmth across your back, a lightness in your chest, a sudden release of tension you've carried for months or even years. Some of you will feel it emotionally, a calm that does not match your circumstances, a hope that rises quietly, a strength returning without explanation. This is my presence, my child. This is me reminding you that I am closer than the air around you. You have cried in silence, but I collected every tear. You have tried to stay strong for others, not realizing how much strength I was pouring into you. You have walked through seasons with no applause, no recognition, no affirmation, yet heaven recorded your faithfulness in detail. Angels have brought me reports of your resilience, how you kept showing love even after being hurt, how you kept believing even when everything seemed lost, how you kept praying even when it felt like no one heard you. My beloved one, heaven celebrates what earth overlooks. And now I am moving in your favor, not just to bless you, but to restore you. Not only to restore you, but to elevate you. Not simply to elevate you, but to establish you in a place where your light can no longer be hidden. You were made for influence. You were shaped for impact. You were created to shift atmospheres and break generational chains. But before the elevation comes, the grounding. I am grounding you now in peace, in wisdom, in identity, in clarity. You will not rise unprepared. You will not step into blessings that overwhelm you. You will walk in confidence because you will know that every step is guided by me. My child, breathe. You are safe in my timing. You are safe in my hands. And the chapter that begins after this moment will look nothing like the one before it. My child, draw nearer now, for this part of your journey requires a deeper stillness within you. You have walked through valleys where shadows seem taller than your faith, and yet here you are, still listening, still reaching, still longing for my voice. That alone reveals the strength you carry. My beloved one, let me show you what has been moving beneath the surface of your life, even during the moments when you believed nothing was happening at all. You have felt the pressure increase in recent months, not just in one area, but in many relationships, strained, unexpected financial struggles, emotional waves that hit you without warning, old wounds resurfacing, sudden burdens that felt heavier than anything you carried before. You told yourself, maybe I'm just tired, or maybe this is normal, but something inside you whispered that this was more than ordinary life. And that whisper was right. My precious one, What you have been experiencing was not random chaos. It was spiritual resistance. The closer you moved toward the path I prepared for you, the harder the opposition tried to push you back. But what the enemy didn't understand is this pressure does not break what I have strengthened. It refines it. My child, you did not crumble because you were weak. You endured because you were chosen. Even when your faith felt small, it was enough. Even when your strength seemed gone, I carried you quietly. Even when you questioned me, I never questioned you. Do you see how faithful you have been even in silence? Do you see how far you've come, even while thinking you were standing still? Heaven sees it. I see it. And now I want you to see it too. There were moments when you almost gave up, not because you stopped believing in me, but because you felt unseen, unheard, unprotected. But my beloved one, I was there, every time your heart cracked. I stood beside you in the nights when your tears fell into your pillow. I strengthened you on mornings when you didn't know how to get out of bed. I steadied your mind when fear tried to wrap itself around your thoughts. And I whispered hope into your spirit when you didn't even realize the voice you heard was mine. Every sigh you released was prayer to me. Every heavy breath was a signal I responded to. Every unspoken worry was recorded in heaven. But the enemy wanted you to believe I was silent. He wanted to convince you that your prayers went nowhere, that your faith was wasted, that you were forgotten. He orchestrated confusion to drown out my clarity. He used exhaustion to dim your hope. He magnified fears that weren't even real. But today, my child, I am breaking the illusion he tried to create. The silence was not my absence, it was my preparation. Just as seeds grow in hidden soil, your breakthrough has been forming in places you could not see. I have been aligning people, opportunities, resources, and timing in ways far beyond human understanding. What looked like nothing happening was actually everything happening beneath the surface. And now, the shift is arriving. In this season, you will begin noticing subtle movements. Doors that refuse to open will begin to unlock. Situations that once brought confusion will suddenly make sense. Relationships that drained you will fall away naturally, and those meant for you will draw closer. You will feel lighter without trying, clearer without forcing, and more hopeful without knowing exactly why. These are the first signs that heaven's timing is unfolding. My beloved one, you must understand something else. I am not only removing what harms you, I am revealing what helps you. There are people who will enter your life carrying answers to prayers you haven't spoken aloud. There are conversations coming that will open doors you never imagined. There are opportunities forming behind the scenes that you will step into effortlessly, not because of luck, but because of divine orchestration. And yes, my child, there will also be exposures, not to punish, but to protect. People who smiled in your face, yet carried quiet jealousy, will be revealed. Situations that looked promising, but were built on deceit, will be shown for what they are. Hidden intentions will surface, not to hurt you, but to free you. For I will not let you walk into your next chapter with blindfolded trust. Do not fear these revelations. They are mercy, not disaster. My plan is to clear your path, calm your spirit, and strengthen your feet, so that when doors open, you will walk through them with confidence, not fear, not hesitation, not doubt. You are stepping into a season where clarity will replace confusion, peace will replace chaos, and purpose will replace wandering. You will understand why certain things broke, why some people left, why some prayers seemed unanswered. Everything will tie together like threads pulled tight into a beautiful design. My child, breathe now. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be for what comes next. Heaven is not late. Heaven is right on time. My child, rest your spirit as you move into this next part, for what I am about to reveal will help you understand why the battle intensified right before the blessing. The moments when life felt the heaviest were not signs that you were failing. They were signs that something sacred was drawing near. My beloved one, whenever heaven prepares to release something significant, the enemy rushes to create distraction, doubt, and disorientation. He hopes you will misinterpret the pressure as abandonment. But pressure is not proof of my absence. It is proof of your destiny. There were days recently when you felt overwhelmed without knowing why. You felt a weight in your chest, a fog in your mind, or a sudden sadness that did not match your circumstances. My child, that wasn't weakness. It was spiritual interference. Heaven was shifting things in your favor, and the enemy reacted. He sensed the movement long before you did. He saw the alignment of blessings, open doors, divine connections, and renewed purpose forming around you. So he attempted to cloud your vision, drain your energy, and make you question your worth. But you held on. You endured. Even in exhaustion, you whispered, "Lord, help me." And that whisper carried more power than you know. My precious one, you have walked through emotional storms that would have broken others. You carried burdens that weren't even yours. You kept giving love while barely receiving any in return. You tried to be strong for those around you, even when you had no strength left for yourself. But I saw it all. I saw the moment you forced a smile, though your heart was aching. I saw when you stayed up late, trying to figure out what went wrong. I saw the nights you spoke no words, because you were too tired to explain your pain. And in every one of those moments, I stood beside you, not as a distant God, but as the one who held your breath, your tears, and your fragile hope. You must hear me clearly now. Nothing that wounded you was wasted. Nothing that broke you was pointless. Nothing that confused you was random. Every struggle shaped you, strengthened you, refined you, and prepared you for the chapter you are stepping into now. You are not walking backward. You are being lifted forward. And my child, this is where the shift becomes undeniable. For the first time in a long time, you will feel clarity returning. Decisions that once felt heavy will become easier. Paths that once felt foggy will suddenly feel straight. You will begin waking with a quiet strength that surprises you, a renewed awareness of your worth, and a sense of direction that feels divinely placed. This is not self-confidence. It is spiritual alignment. It is your spirit recognizing the timing of heaven. There will also be changes in the people around you. Some will suddenly distance themselves, and you may wonder why. But do not chase what I am removing. When I pull someone away, it is because their presence no longer serves your destiny. And when I bring someone in, it is because their spirit carries something your future requires. Relationships will begin aligning as part of a divine restructuring. My beloved one, I am placing you in environments where you will grow conversations, where you will be understood, and opportunities where your gifts will be recognized. You will no longer have to force your way into rooms. I will lead you into spaces where favor rests naturally on you. For when I open a door, no man can shut it. And when I lift you, no one can lower you. But before this elevation continues, hear this truth deeply. I am healing your heart. You have carried wounds from old betrayals, abandoned dreams, and buried disappointments. You learned to survive, but I want you to live. You learned to guard yourself, but I want you to trust again. You learned to function through pain, but I want to restore your joy. This healing will not arrive all at once. It will come in layers, peace returning first, then courage, then hope, then the quiet confidence of knowing you are safe in my hands. You will notice the healing in simple moments, breathing without heaviness, laughing without guilt, resting without fear, connecting without anxiety. These are the signs of restoration. My child, you are stepping into a season where blessings will not feel overwhelming, but fitting like clothes tailored perfectly for your spirit. You will feel me guiding you with a gentleness you haven't felt in years. You will feel the weight lifting. You will feel the shift within you before you see it around you. Let your shoulders relax. Let your heart soften. Let your hope rise again. For you are not walking toward uncertainty, you are walking into divine timing. And everything the enemy tried to break in you, I am rebuilding with greater strength, deeper wisdom, and unshakable peace. You are ready, my beloved one, more ready than you think. My child, settle your spirit as you receive this part, for what I am unveiling now reaches into places you have kept hidden, even from yourself. You have walked through seasons when you felt like you were holding everything together with trembling hands, unsure how much longer you could withstand the weight. But my beloved one, I was holding you, even when you didn't feel me. I was guiding you, even when you doubted me. I was shielding you in ways you never saw, protecting you from traps that were set before you ever stepped onto the path. There were moments when you felt a strange heaviness, as if something invisible was pressing against your heart. You tried to shake it off. You tried to stay busy. You tried to convince yourself you were imagining things. But my precious one, that heaviness was not your weakness. It was spiritual interference meant to confuse you right before clarity arrived. The enemy often creates noise the moment heaven releases direction. He knows that if he can cloud your spirit, he can delay what belongs to you. But he could not stop what I ordained. You felt the pressure, but you kept moving. You felt the fear, but you kept choosing hope. You felt the uncertainty, yet you kept your spirit open to me. That is why you are still standing. And now, let me reveal something deeper. The battles you fought were not a sign of divine distance. They were evidence of divine nearness. The enemy does not fight those drifting away. He fights those getting closer to their calling. You were not being punished. You were being positioned. Every delay was shaping you. Every disappointment was strengthening you. Every closed door was redirecting you toward a path you will soon understand with perfect clarity. My beloved one, you questioned me when relationships fell apart. You wondered why certain people turned cold without explanation. You cried when someone you trusted suddenly shifted away. But listen, my child, none of that was rejection. It was protection. I removed voices that would have watered your insecurities. I blocked connections that would have drained your anointing. I allowed distance from those who could not go where I am taking you next. Some people were meant for your past, but not your future. And though it hurt, it spared you from heartbreaks you never saw coming. I am now bringing into your life the kind of relationships heaven approves, people who speak life, who support your calling, who honor your growth, who carry the character to walk beside you. You will no longer have to chase love force, understanding, or beg for loyalty. What is meant for you will stay. What is from me will fit. What carries my hand upon it will bring peace, never confusion. My child, you have also carried wounds that came from silence. Those moments no one checked on you. No one noticed your tired eyes. No one sensed the pain behind your smile. But I noticed. I was in the room when you broke quietly. I was beside you when you questioned your worth. I was the strength in your chest when you whispered, "Lord, I can't do this alone." You never were alone. Even when you walked through emotional valleys where no one else could follow, I walked with you. Even when you felt invisible, heaven saw you. Now hear me clearly. Healing is coming in waves, not the kind that rushes in and quickly fades, but the kind that settles deep into your spirit, restoring the places you forgot needed light. You will feel it in your sleep as rest returns. You will feel it in your mind as peace replaces fear. You will feel it in your heart as hope rises again without trembling. What once triggered anxiety will soon bring no reaction. What once felt impossible will begin to feel attainable. This is the healing I am releasing over you. But healing is not the only thing approaching clarity is too. You will begin seeing patterns that once confused you. You will realize why certain seasons were long, why some prayers seemed unanswered, why doors opened slowly. Everything will begin to make sense, not all at once, but piece by piece, the way dawn reveals the world gently. And as understanding grows, gratitude will fill spaces where frustration once lived. My beloved one, prepare your heart, for you are nearing a divine turning point. The fatigue that tried to weigh you down will loosen its grip. The fog around your vision will lift. You will sense a quiet strength rising, not loud, not aggressive, but steady and unmistakable. This strength is not from you, it is from me. I am fortifying you for what comes next. And what comes next? My child will not look anything like the chapters behind you. My child, come closer in your spirit now, for this part carries a tenderness and a truth your heart has been longing to hear. You have walked through seasons where you felt like you were rebuilding yourself over and over again, trying to hold together pieces of your soul that life kept scattering. But my beloved one, hear me gently. Nothing in your life has actually fallen apart the way you feared. It has been falling into alignment, slowly, quietly, deliberately, according to a design greater than anything you could see in the moment. There were times when you questioned why you had to be the strong one, the forgiving one, the patient one, the one who carried understanding even when no one extended it to you. But those traits were never burdens. They were indicators of your calling. I placed resilience inside you long before the world demanded it from you. And even when others took advantage of your kindness, underestimated your strength, or overlooked your worth, I never did. Not once. My precious one, you have also walked through seasons of invisibility, where it felt like people only saw the surface of you and never the depth of what you were battling. You smiled through pain, encouraged others through your own exhaustion, and kept showing up even when your heart felt heavy. But in heaven, none of that went unnoticed. Every hidden act of faithfulness was recorded. Every sacrifice you made without applause became seed in my hands. And now, those seeds are beginning to break through the soil of your life. But before they fully bloom, you must understand something important. There has been an ongoing spiritual tug-of-war over you. Not because you are fragile, but because you are powerful. Even when you felt drained, your spirit carried authority. Even when you felt small, your presence disrupted darkness. Your prayers whispered in cars, kitchens, bathrooms, and quiet corners shook things in the unseen realm. The enemy recognized your impact even before you did. This is why you face sudden waves of discouragement, unexpected obstacles, and emotional heaviness that seemed to appear from nowhere. It wasn't incompetence, it was interference. You were being pushed toward confusion right before clarity. You were being pulled toward fear right before breakthrough. But now, my child, the grip of that resistance is weakening. The atmosphere around you is shifting, and what once felt impossible is beginning to open. You will soon notice signs subtle but sacred. A conversation that brings insight you've been searching for. An opportunity that seems to arrive out of thin air. A peace that settles in your chest after years of restlessness. These signs are not coincidences. They are confirmations that heaven is rearranging things on your behalf. My beloved one, I am also cleansing your path of distractions. There are people and situations that once had access to your spirit, but no longer carry permission to influence your steps. Not because you are better than them, but because your purpose requires clarity, and clarity cannot grow in chaos. Do not mourn what I remove. Do not cling to what I separate. When something exits your life with speed, it is because I am accelerating your journey. And as I accelerate you, I am also softening your heart. You have been in survival mode for too long, bracing yourself for disappointment, waiting for the next setback, preparing for the worst, just to avoid being hurt again. But my child, that season is ending. I am teaching your heart to trust again, not blindly, but wisely, not recklessly, but peacefully. A gentleness is returning to your spirit. A hope is returning to your voice. A steadiness is returning to your steps. What once made you anxious will soon make you grateful. What once drained you will no longer hold power over you. What once felt like loss will reveal itself as protection. And soon, you will look back and realize that every closed door was a doorway into something better. Every delay was a shield. Every disappointment was a redirection. Every unanswered prayer was a divine rearrangement, preparing you for a life larger than your fears and deeper than your pain. My child, breathe now. You are closer than you think, stronger than you realize, and more prepared than you feel. The shift has already begun. My child, let your heart stay open as I bring you into this next layer of understanding. For there is a clarity I need you to receive, one that will free your spirit and steady your steps. You have walked through seasons where your soul felt stretched between hope and weariness, where you stood between what you believed and what you saw, trying to reconcile the gap between my promises and your present reality. But my beloved one, hear me now with gentleness. The gap was not punishment. It was preparation. You were being strengthened in the stretch. There were moments when you woke up feeling a heaviness that had no explanation, when your spirit felt tired, even after rest, when your emotions shifted without warning. You asked yourself, what is wrong with me? But my child, nothing was wrong with you. You are passing through a spiritual transition, and transitions often feel like tension before they feel like breakthrough. When heaven rearranges your future, the earth beneath you trembles a little. That trembling wasn't instability, it was alignment. My precious one. You've also noticed moments of unusual sensitivity, times when certain people drained your energy, conversations felt heavier than usual, or environments that once felt comfortable suddenly became uncomfortable. That wasn't moodiness. That was discernment awakening inside you. I was sharpening your spirit, tuning your sensitivity to recognize what is from me and what is not. In past seasons, you tolerated things that dimmed your light because you couldn't yet see their impact. But now, the veil is lifting. Your spirit is recognizing what your eyes couldn't. This is why some things no longer feel right, why certain relationships feel strained, why your soul reacts quicker, why silence feels safer than certain conversations. You are being elevated. My child, and elevation requires clarity. I cannot take you higher while you cling to what kept you low. So I have been loosening your grip gently at times and suddenly at others, on places and people who no longer align with where I'm taking you. Do not mourn the distance I create. Do not chase what I release. Do not second-guess the discomfort that led you to step back. Growth often looks like separation before it looks like expansion. And every separation I orchestrate is tied to your protection. Every removal is tied to your purpose. Everything I shift is meant to secure what I'm building in you. My beloved one, you often wondered why you had moments of unusual clarity, followed by moments of unusual confusion. This was not inconsistency. This was warfare. The enemy always tries to cloud the mind when the heart begins to understand. But now that you are stepping into spiritual maturity, the fog that once lingered over you will begin to lift quicker. Clarity will come faster. Peace will return easier. Confusion will lose its power over you. And as that clarity strengthens, something beautiful will happen within you. You will begin trusting your inner knowing again. You will stop dismissing the gentle alarms I place in your spirit. You will stop silencing the discomfort that rises when something is not meant for you. You will stop explaining away what I am exposing. You will start believing the guidance I've been whispering within you. I am restoring the confidence you lost not only in yourself, but in your ability to hear me. My child, I am also renewing your strength in ways you may not recognize at first. It will appear subtly, energy returning, piece by piece, motivation resurfacing, joy trickling back into places long numb, your mind feeling clearer, your heart feeling lighter. These are signs that healing is taking root. You will walk through days without the heaviness that once sat on your chest. Your thoughts will quiet. Your emotions will settle. Your spirit will breathe again. And as you heal, new opportunities will begin to find you. Not because you chase them, but because your restored spirit will attract what aligns with the future I've prepared. You will notice doors open without forcing blessings, arrive without striving connections, form without effort. This is the ease that comes when you finally step into my timing. My beloved one, do not fear this transition. Do not resist the unfolding. You are not losing your life. You are gaining the one I always intended for you. My child, as you continue to walk with me through this sacred unfolding, I need you to understand something deeper about the season you are stepping out of and the one you are entering into. You have come through a stretch of time where everything felt unpredictable. your emotions, your relationships, your energy, even your own thoughts. It was as if you were trying to navigate through shifting sand, unsure of what would hold and what would crumble beneath you. But my beloved one, those unstable days were not signs of your failure. They were signs of a foundation being rebuilt. There were moments when you felt disconnected from yourself, when the dreams that once felt clear became blurry, when you questioned whether you still had purpose, direction, or strength. But my child, what you perceived as losing your sense of self was actually me stripping away the versions of you that were formed in survival rather than in truth. You've been shedding layers, old fears, old wounds, old identities that were never meant to define you. This is why you felt like you didn't recognize yourself. You were not falling apart. You were outgrowing who you used to be. My precious one, you have also been sensing a quiet shift in your desires, not the loud ones, but the subtle ones. You've been wanting more peace and less chaos, more meaning and less noise, more truth and less pretending. You've been craving authenticity, safety, and depth in ways you never did before. These desires are not random. They are signs that your spirit is awakening. You are aligning with your true design, what I placed inside you long before life tried to reshape you. But hear me, gently awakening always comes with disruption. It shakes loose what can no longer remain. It exposes what you settled for. It highlights where you've been shrinking yourself. And though this exposure felt painful, it was necessary. I could not let you move into your future, carrying lies about who you are, lies about what you deserve, lies about what you are capable of. So I allowed the shaking not to harm you, but to free you. And now, listen closely. My child, you are stepping into a time where the confusion that once clouded your mind will begin to dissolve. The heaviness you carried without understanding will lift. You will notice that things which once overwhelmed you no longer have the same power. You will respond differently. You will see differently. You will choose differently. This is spiritual maturity unfolding within you. My beloved one, I am also bringing you into a season where hidden intentions will be revealed not to frighten you, but to protect you. You will begin noticing truths about situations and people that were once hidden behind charm, familiarity, or routine. The masks around you will fall, not because you seek to expose them, but because your spirit can no longer tolerate what is false. What once felt blurry will suddenly become unmistakably clear. And when clarity comes, you will know exactly what to release and what to keep. Do not fear these revelations. They are answers to prayers you prayed long ago, prayers asking for guidance, protection, and direction. I am answering those prayers now, sometimes in ways you didn't expect, sometimes through endings you didn't ask for, sometimes through silence that speaks louder than words. Trust what I reveal. Trust what I remove. Trust what I shift. My child, you will also begin to notice that what drains you will fall away, and what fuels you will draw near. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. Your spirit is no longer willing to invest in places where it is dishonored. You are being pulled into environments where your presence has purpose, where your gifts are recognized, where your heart is safe, where your future can grow. I am moving you from surviving into thriving, from endurance into ease, from wandering into direction. And as these shifts take place, something remarkable will happen. Your inner strength will rise again. not the strength formed in self-defense, but the strength formed in truth. You will stand taller without trying. You will speak clearer without fear. You will trust your intuition without overthinking. This is confidence rooted not in pride, but in identity, a holy knowing that you are mine, protected, guided, and chosen. My beloved one, breathe deeply now. You are stepping into clarity, into identity, into alignment. The fog is lifting, the light is returning, and the version of you emerging from the season carries wisdom you didn't have before, strength you didn't realize you gained, and purpose waiting to unfold. My child, come into this moment with a quiet heart, for what I am about to reveal will help you understand why certain battles felt unexplainably intense. You have walked through a season where the pressure around you seemed disproportionate to the circumstances you were facing. Small things felt heavy. Simple decisions felt complicated. Ordinary days carried unusual emotional weight. My beloved one, this was not because you were weak or unstable. It was because your spirit was undergoing a divine recalibration, and everything misaligned with your next season began resisting that shift. There were days when you felt spiritually sensitive, without knowing why, when a comment pierced deeper than it should have, when a conversation felt strangely draining, or when you sensed tension in the air, though no one said a word. You dismissed these moments as mood swings, but they were signals. Your discernment was sharpening. You were beginning to recognize energies, intentions, and atmospheres that your spirit had previously overlooked. I was awakening your inner senses so you could see beyond appearances and understand what your natural eyes could not perceive. My precious one, you also noticed that certain things you used to tolerate suddenly became unbearable. Chaos felt louder. Dishonesty felt heavier. Emotional manipulation became easier to detect. Environments that once felt acceptable began to feel spiritually suffocating. This was not you changing too much. This was your soul refusing to return to the places it had outgrown. You were not becoming distant. You were becoming aligned. And alignment always requires separation before it brings clarity. Hear me gently. Some of the disconnects you felt with people were not personal failures. They were spiritual indicators. Not everyone was meant to go where you're going. Some relationships were built on versions of you that no longer exist. Others were attached to the wounds you are now healing. And some connections were seasonal, meant to teach you lessons, not join you in your destiny. Letting go didn't mean you lacked love. It meant you finally loved yourself enough to stop shrinking, to fit inside spaces too small for your calling. My beloved one, I have also been purifying your inner world. I allowed certain emotions to rise, not to overwhelm you, but to release you. Old grief surfaced so it could finally be healed. Buried fears surfaced so they could be dismantled. Hidden insecurities surfaced so they could be replaced with truth. I was not letting you fall apart. I was pulling roots from places you no longer needed to bleed. And now something beautiful is happening within you, something subtle yet undeniable. You are beginning to crave peace the way you once craved answers. You are beginning to seek stability the way you once sought approval. You are starting to value your energy, your time, and your spirit with a wisdom you never had before. This is transformation in its purest form. You will soon notice that the things which once triggered you will no longer hold the same power. The thought patterns that once spiraled will begin to quiet. The worries that once consumed your nights will fade as peace settles into the spaces where fear used to live. You will handle situations with more grace, more clarity, more maturity, not because you've become harder, but because you've become wiser. My child, I am also bringing you into a season where your voice will matter more. You will speak with greater weight, not because you yell louder, but because your spirit carries authority. You will express yourself without trembling. You will set boundaries without guilt. You will say no without fear. These shifts are not arrogance, they are healing. And as you step into this healed version of yourself, you will attract what aligns with who you are becoming. Opportunities will come that match your growth. People will enter your life who respect your heart. Connections will form that uplift, not drain you. You will be welcomed into spaces where your presence is valued, not tolerated. This is the blessing of alignment. What is meant for you does not require you to shrink to struggle or to prove. My beloved one, rest in this truth. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are emerging. You are rising. You are stepping into the fullness of who I created you to be. And everything you have endured is preparing you for a life far more peaceful, purposeful, and powerful than the one you are leaving behind. My child, draw near once more, for this part carries a depth your spirit is finally ready to hold. You have come through storms that tried to convince you that you were alone, tried to swallow your hope, tried to silence your voice. But my beloved one, every storm that rose against you only revealed what could not be shaken. You are still here, not because life has been gentle, but because my hand has been firm beneath you. I have steadied you when you didn't know which way to turn, and I carried you when your strength quietly ran out. There were seasons when you felt invisible, even in a room full of people, when your heart spoke louder than your words, and yet no one seemed to notice. You wanted someone to understand without needing an explanation, someone who could sense the exhaustion behind your smile and the questions buried beneath your silence. But my child, while others may have missed those moments, I did not. I saw the way your eyes dimmed on days when the weight was too heavy. I heard the thoughts you didn't dare speak. I understood the ache even you could not describe. And though you felt unseen by the world, heaven watched over you with relentless attention. My precious one, you have wondered why certain blessings felt delayed, while others seemed to come easily to people around you. You compared paths, measured progress, and questioned your worth. But hear me clearly, I was not withholding from you. I was preparing you. There are blessings that come quickly and fade quickly, but the blessings I have set aside for you carry weight, longevity, and purpose. They require a strong foundation, a heart that is healed, a mind that is clear, a spirit that is anchored. And that is what I have been building in you. You may not have realized it, but the waiting shaped you. The uncertainty softened you. The heartbreak deepened you. The challenges refined you. Every season added something to your character that your future will require. While you were focused on what wasn't happening, I was focused on who you were becoming. And now, my child, that becoming is almost complete. You will notice in this season that your spirit is drawn to stillness more than noise, to authenticity more than validation, to truth more than comfort. You find yourself craving moments of quiet reflection, gentle conversations, and genuine connection. This is not you Isolating it is you aligning. Your soul is remembering the pace of heaven. And as you align, you will begin to hear me more clearly. My whispers will no longer feel faint. My guidance will come with a peace that stands out from your thoughts. You will sense nudges where you once felt confusion. You will recognize red flags where you once ignored them. You will discern intentions behind words. Your intuition, my voice within you, will grow stronger, more familiar, more trustworthy. You will move through life with a confidence rooted not in pride, but in connection with me. My beloved one, I am also restoring your hope. Hope that dried up after disappointment. Hope that dimmed after betrayal. Hope that weakened after delay. You will feel it rise again, not forcefully, not suddenly, but gently, like light softly entering a dark room. Hope will push back the heaviness that tried to settle over your heart. It will give strength to your steps. It will remind you that your story is not over, not paused, not abandoned. It is unfolding exactly as it should. You are entering a season where you will no longer chase what is fragile. You will walk toward what is stable. You will recognize what carries my hand upon it. And you will no longer try to resurrect what I have already released you from. Your spirit will choose peace before familiarity, purpose, before comfort, alignment, before approval. And in this newfound strength, you will finally see that the battles you endured were not signs of my absence. They were evidence of your destiny. For what I am leading you into now requires the wisdom you gained through the valleys, the resilience you earned through the storms, and the faith you forged through uncertainty. My child, breathe deeply. You are stepping into clarity, into purpose, into restoration. You are not the same person you were in the seasons behind you. You are stronger, steadier, wiser, and more aligned with heaven than ever before. My child, come softly into this moment, for what I am unveiling in this part reaches into the deepest layers of your becoming. You have walked through experiences that left imprints on your heart, some gentle, some painful, some unforgettable, and some you wish you could forget. Yet, my beloved one, every imprint has shaped you into someone more compassionate, more aware, more spiritually tuned, and more resilient than you realize. Let me show you what I have seen in you all along. There were days when you felt like the weight of your past was too much, when memories resurfaced and made you question your progress. You wondered if healing was truly happening, or if you were simply learning to hide the wounds better. But my child, healing has been taking place in layers, quietly, steadily, deeply. Each moment you chose forgiveness over bitterness, peace over reaction, silence over anger, understanding over judgment. You healed more than you knew. Healing rarely looks dramatic. Sometimes it looks like you responding differently to what once broke you. My precious one, I know. There were moments when you felt the urge to retreat, to pull away from people, from responsibilities, from anything that felt emotionally heavy. You thought you were being distant, but what you were really doing was creating sacred space for your spirit to breathe. You were learning to protect your peace. You were learning that exhaustion is not a weakness, but a signal. You were learning to listen to your soul when it whispered, rest. Slow down. Your heart needs this. Do not feel guilty for the moments you needed solitude. Solitude is where I rebuilt you. It is where I whispered truths into the places where lies once lived. It is where I reminded you of your worth, your purpose, your identity, and your strength. My beloved one, there were also moments when you questioned why life seemed repetitive, why the same lessons resurfaced, why similar people appeared, why certain patterns kept showing up. But hear me gently, repetition is not punishment. Repetition is revelation. It shows you where healing still needs to deepen. It shows you what your heart is ready to release. It shows you what you are finally strong enough to correct. And now, in this season, you will begin breaking cycles that used to break you. This is the hour of internal liberation. You will notice that what once triggered anxiety will now meet a calmer response. The words that once wounded you will lose their sting. The situations that once overwhelmed you will no longer pull you into chaos. Your spirit is maturing. Your discernment is strengthening. Your emotional landscape is stabilizing. I am rewiring the places where trauma once lived, replacing fear with wisdom, replacing shame with dignity, replacing confusion with clarity. My child, as you heal your desires, will shift even more. You will find yourself craving environments where you feel safe, seen, and valued. Anything that disrupts your peace will feel increasingly out of place. This is not sensitivity, it is spiritual alignment. You are no longer willing to trade your peace for temporary comfort or familiar chaos. You are learning to walk away without resentment, without explanations, without guilt, simply because your soul knows it is time. And as you detach from what drains you, you will begin attracting what nourishes you. I am bringing relationships into your life that reflect who you are becoming, not who you used to be. These connections will feel lighter, deeper, more honest. You will feel safe to be your true self without shrinking or pretending. People who carry peace will draw near to you. People with sincerity will recognize your spirit. People with integrity will honor your heart. My beloved one, I am also expanding your inner capacity, your ability to love, to trust, to hope, to dream again. Not with the naivete of your past, but with the wisdom of your journey. You will begin to feel excitement where fear once lived. You will feel curiosity where dread once lingered. You will feel a quiet anticipation for what lies ahead, because your spirit knows something beautiful is coming. And it is. You are being positioned for a chapter filled with greater clarity, greater peace, deeper relationships, and more purposeful living. The person you are becoming is more aligned with heaven, more at peace with yourself, and more prepared for the blessings about to unfold. My child, breathe. You are stepping into a gentler, wiser, stronger version of yourself, exactly as I intended. My child, lean into my presence now, for what I'm revealing in this part will help you understand not only where you are, but where I am leading you. You have gone through a long season where you felt as though you were walking through life with a quiet ache inside. An ache you couldn't fully describe, one that surfaced at unexpected moments. You tried to outrun it, silence it, reason with it, but it stayed, reminding you that something deeper within you was calling for attention. My beloved one, that ache was not a sign of brokenness. It was a signal, a spiritual indicator that your soul was ready for a new chapter, one that requires you to shed everything that burdens your spirit. There were days when the simplest tasks felt overwhelming, when your energy seemed to disappear without explanation, when you found yourself longing for peace more than anything else. You wondered why you felt tired, even after rest, why certain people drained you faster, Why conversations you once enjoyed felt heavy. My precious one, this was your spirit rejecting what no longer aligned with who you are becoming. Growth often feels like discomfort before it becomes clarity. I was pulling you away from noise so you could hear me. I was closing doors so you could finally see the right one. I was quieting distractions so your discernment could sharpen. And now, something important is happening within you. Your spirit is awakening to your true value. You are beginning to realize that your worth is not based on how much you give, how hard you work, or how many people you hold together. You have poured yourself into others until you had nothing left, hoping someone would notice the depth of your loyalty, your love, your heart. But my child, your worth has never depended on human recognition. Heaven noticed you long before anyone else did. I noticed the nights you stayed strong for others while breaking inside. I noticed the moments you comforted hearts while yours was aching. I noticed the sacrifices no one applauded and the choices no one understood. And now I want you to notice something too. It is time to stop undervaluing yourself. My beloved one, in this season, I am reclaiming parts of you that life tried to take your confidence, your voice, your joy, your identity. You will feel a new strength rising inside you, not loud or aggressive, but steady and undeniable. You will begin to speak up in ways you once silenced yourself. You will begin to set boundaries where you once avoided conflict. You will begin to choose peace, even when it means walking away. This is not hardness, it is healing. You will also notice a shift in what you tolerate. People who drain your spirit will lose access. Situations that once pulled you into chaos will no longer attract you. You will step away from things that disturb your peace without explaining yourself. That is growth. That is maturity. That is spiritual refinement. Not everything or everyone can go with you where I am taking you. My child, I am also preparing your heart for divine connections, relationships built on sincerity, mutual respect, spiritual alignment, and emotional safety. People who love without conditions, speak without manipulation, and show up without inconsistency. People who recognize your spirit before they judge your surface. People who don't just take from your heart, but pour into it. These connections will be answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. They are part of your restoration. And listen closely. I am also preparing opportunities that match your calling, not your comfort zone. Doors that once felt closed will open. Ideas you pushed aside will resurface. Dreams you buried will stir again. You will feel a pull toward things that used to scare you, but now they will feel like invitations instead of threats. You will be drawn to paths that require courage, because courage is growing inside you. My beloved one, trust the shifts, trust the nudges, trust the restlessness that pushed you out of old patterns. Trust the peace that is guiding you into new beginnings. You are not losing yourself. You are finding the version of you I always intended. A wiser you, a stronger you, a gentler yet more powerful you. A you who walks with clarity, confidence, and holy calm. My child, breathe deeply. You are stepping into a chapter where everything begins to make sense. The confusion is lifting, the heaviness is leaving, and the light within you is getting ready to shine in ways it never has before. My child, come into this moment with tenderness, for what I am unfolding now reaches into the hidden corners of your journey, places you rarely allow yourself to touch. You have carried silent burdens, unspoken disappointments, and private fears that no one else fully understood. You've learned how to function while wounded, how to smile while hurting, how to move forward even when parts of you felt stuck in yesterday. But my beloved one, this part of your story is not about enduring pain. It is about releasing it. You were never meant to carry what was crushing your spirit. There were seasons when you felt like life kept asking more of you than you had to give. When responsibilities, expectations, and emotional weight stacked on your shoulders until you wondered if you might collapse under it all. You tried to stay strong because others depended on you. You tried to stay hopeful even when your own hope was fading. You tried to stay kind even when kindness was not returned to you. But my child's strength is not found in never breaking. It is found in knowing where to lay the pieces. And you have brought your heart to me, piece by fragile piece, even when you did not realize that's what you were doing. My precious one, I saw every moment when fatigue settled deep into your bones. I saw when your smile felt forced. I saw when you pushed through your day on an empty soul. I saw when you wiped tears before anyone could ask questions. You have carried so much that others never saw. But I saw. I always saw. And because I saw, I began shifting things on your behalf, long before you felt the shift. You have been experiencing a subtle, internal transformation, one that didn't happen in a single moment, but over many small choices. Choosing peace over chaos. Choosing healing over denial. Choosing growth over fear. Choosing rest over overextending. These choices have been forming a new version of you, one that is softer, wiser, braver, and more grounded. And now, my child, hear this gently. You are stepping into a season where what once drained you will no longer have access to your spirit. You will notice your heart no longer attaches to what once held you captive. You will feel less affected by things that used to break you. You will detach from situations that no longer align with your purpose. This is not coldness, it is clarity. It is not hardness, it is healing. It is not selfishness, it is spiritual stewardship of your soul. My beloved one, I am also restoring to you something that was lost along the way, your ability to feel joy without anxiety following behind it. You grew accustomed to expecting disappointment. You learned to brace yourself anytime something good happened, because in your past, joy often came with a cost. But hear me clearly, this is a new season, and joy will not betray you. Joy will fill you. Joy will strengthen you. Joy will return to you without fear attached. I am rewiring your heart to receive goodness without suspicion, love without fear, peace without question. You will also notice your desires shifting again, not away from people, but toward the right people, toward environments that feel safe, toward relationships that feel mutual, toward conversations that feel nourishing. You are being drawn into circles that match your growth, not your wounds. People whose presence feels light. People who speak truth gently. People who value your heart instead of using it. I am aligning you with those who reflect the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. And listen, my child, I am not just healing your heart, I am preparing your future. There are doors opening that you do not see yet. There are opportunities forming beyond your awareness. There are blessings moving toward you at a pace faster than the pace of your fear. You will not have to chase what is meant for you. What is meant for you will draw near naturally, peacefully, divinely. The days of striving are ending. The days of flowing are beginning. My beloved one, breathe softly now. Everything that left you was making space. Everything that stayed with you was refining you. Everything that is coming to you will elevate you. And everything I am doing within you is preparing you to walk into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. You are not breaking, you are blooming. My child, come gently into this space, for what I am revealing in this part carries the softness your heart has been needing, and the truth your spirit has been ready to receive. You have been walking with a quiet strength that even you have not fully recognized. So much of what you endured alone. At least it felt that way. But my beloved one, you were never walking by yourself. Every step you took in uncertainty, every moment you pressed forward without answers, every breath you drew in the middle of emotional storms, I was there steady and unmoving beside you. There were days when you felt numb, when nothing felt right, when the world around you seemed to lose color. Days when laughter felt foreign to your lips, when even simple tasks required more strength than you had. You questioned whether something was wrong with you, whether you had lost your spark, whether life had worn you down more than you realized. But hear me, my child, nothing was wrong with you. You were transitioning out of a chapter that exhausted your soul. You were releasing pain your heart carried for far too long. You were shedding layers that were never meant to remain. Healing often feels like fatigue before it feels like freedom. My precious one, I also saw the moments when your mind became louder than your spirit, when worry tried to drown out faith, when fear tried to distort truth, when intrusive thoughts tried to convince you that you were alone, unsupported, or unloved. You didn't tell anyone about those battles, but I saw every one of them. And in those moments when you felt like you were losing control, I held the parts of you that felt too heavy to carry. You survived things that tried to break you, because my hand never released you. Now, my child, as you step into this next phase, you will notice that your heart is beginning to soften again. The numbness is fading. The heaviness is lifting. The clarity you thought you'd lost is returning piece by piece. You will find yourself breathing easier, thinking clearer, and feeling lighter in ways that surprise you. This is not you getting back to your old self. This is you becoming the healed, refined, and strengthened version of who you were always meant to be. And hear this with gentleness. The peace you have been craving is not ahead of you. It is already forming within you. You will begin choosing it naturally. You will no longer tolerate what disturbs your spirit. You will step away from environments that rob you of clarity. You will silence voices that do not align with truth. And you will lean into stillness, because stillness will begin to feel like home. My beloved one, in this season, I am also awakening new dreams within you. Not dreams born out of pressure or expectation, but dreams born from purpose. Creative ideas will begin to stir. New desires will rise. Opportunities you never imagined will appear gently, naturally, as if they were always meant for you. They were. You are stepping into alignment with what I placed inside you, long before the world told you to shrink. There will also be moments in the coming days when things you once tolerated suddenly feel misaligned. Relationships that no longer nurture you will lose their grip. Habits that once numbed you will lose their appeal. Patterns that once trapped you will fall away. This is not loss. It is liberation. You are making room for what I am sending, and I am sending goodness. I am sending restoration. I am sending divine connections and holy opportunities. I am sending clarity where there was confusion, joy where there was sorrow, strength where there was weakness. You will look back on this season and say, "This is where everything quietly shifted." My child, let your shoulders relax. Let the tension melt. Let the fear release its hold. You are stepping into a chapter where you will not need to force anything. What is meant for you will flow toward you with grace. You are being prepared for peace, for purpose, for newness, for divine unfolding. And as I continue this work within you, remember this. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being guided with precision into the life heaven has always held for you. Trust this unfolding. Trust this becoming. Trust me, my child. Come quietly into this moment, for what I am about to reveal will help you understand the deeper shifts taking place, not only around you, but within you. You have stepped through seasons where you questioned your worth, your direction, and even your place in the world. Seasons where you felt like you were rebuilding yourself with hands that trembled from exhaustion. But my beloved one, you were never rebuilding alone. Every piece of strength you found, every spark of clarity that returned, every ounce of hope that rose again, I breathed those into you. You were being remade from the inside out, not through force, but through grace. There were moments when you wondered why your spirit felt different, why things you once tolerated now felt too heavy, why people you once clung to now felt distant, why places that used to comfort you now felt unfamiliar. You thought you were changing too much, but what was happening, my child, was refinement. I was removing the versions of you that were shaped by survival fear and people's expectations. I was peeling back layers of pain that had wrapped themselves around your identity. You weren't losing yourself, you were rediscovering yourself. My precious one, you also felt the strange pull to let go of things you couldn't explain. A sudden disinterest in old habits, a growing discomfort in repetitive cycles, a quiet resistance to energy that drained you. This was not confusion. This was spiritual clarity. I was teaching your spirit to recognize where it no longer belonged. Growth rarely announces itself gracefully. It shows up as discomfort, as restlessness, as a sense that something more is calling you. And it was. I was. And now, you are entering a space where your heart is ready to expand again, not in the naive openness of your past, but in the wise, grounded openness of someone who has healed enough to trust again. You will feel your compassion deepen, not because you lack boundaries, but because you understand pain more intimately. You will feel your strength rise, not because you are hardened, but because you are anchored. You will feel love flow more freely, not because you are careless, but because you finally know your worth. My beloved one, I am also renewing the dreams you thought were gone. The ones you pushed aside, the ones you buried beneath responsibilities, the ones you stopped believing were possible. I am breathing on them again. Ideas will begin to stir. Desires will resurface. Inspiration will return in quiet waves, reminding you that purpose never dies. It simply waits for the right season to bloom. And the season is shifting. You will also notice divine timing at work, connections forming with ease, opportunities appearing without striving, conversations arriving at just the right moment. You will walk into rooms you once felt unqualified for and find that you belong there now. You will speak words with confidence you didn't know you had. You will make decisions with clarity that surprises even you. This is what it feels like when heaven aligns your steps. But hear me gently. My child, this alignment may require surrender. It may require releasing people who cannot grow with you, stepping out of patterns that once numbed your pain, saying no to what kept you small, saying yes to what feels uncertain but divinely nudged. Do not fear these shifts. They are an answer to prayers you prayed in tears, whispers, and sleepless nights. I am leading you to a life that reflects your healing, not your hurting. And in this journey, there will be moments of vulnerability, moments when you feel emotional, tender, uncertain. But vulnerability is not weakness. It is the soil where transformation grows. Do not run from the feelings arising within you. Sit with them. Listen to them. They are leaders, not enemies. They reveal what needs release and what needs nurturing. My child, you are stepping into a chapter where your spirit will feel lighter, your mind clearer, your heart stronger. A chapter where peace becomes your companion, not your pursuit. Where purpose becomes your path, not your question. Where love becomes safe again, not something you fear losing. You are not returning to who you once were. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. My child, come into this moment with openness for the revelation I am placing before you. In this part will illuminate what has been happening beneath the surface of your life. You have felt transitions without receiving explanations, shifts without understanding the reasons, and emotional waves without knowing their origin. You tried to steady yourself with logic, but what you were walking through was spiritual, not logical. My beloved one, I have been rearranging things around you silently, gently, with precision, so that nothing built against your purpose could remain standing. There were days when you felt a sudden intensity for no clear reason, a tightening in your chest, or a heaviness in your thoughts. Moments when your spirit felt alert, though your circumstances seemed calm. You may have wondered if you were overthinking, but you were not. That was your discernment waking up, sensing spiritual movement around you. What you felt was not fear, it was awareness. I was teaching you to recognize atmospheres, intentions, and energies that you once brushed aside. I was giving you eyes to see beyond the surface. My precious one, you have underestimated your sensitivity because you learned to see it as a flaw. But the sensitivity you carry is a gift, one that allows you to notice what others overlook. This is why certain people made you uneasy, even when they behaved kindly. This is why certain conversations drained you, although no harsh words were spoken. This is why certain environments felt heavy without explanation. Your spirit was sensing what your mind hadn't identified yet. Do not dismiss that gift anymore. It is a compass I placed inside you. My child, you also walked through situations that changed you. Quiet disappointments, subtle betrayals, unspoken hurts. You didn't always express the pain, but it created a shift inside you nonetheless. You began to listen more carefully, observe more deeply, and trust more selectively. This was not you becoming distant. This was you becoming wise. Pain taught you discernment. Loss taught you boundaries. Waiting taught you patience. And now, wisdom is guiding your steps. But hear me gently, I am softening what became hardened in you. The walls you built for protection will begin to lower. Not because you are careless, but because I am sending people who can be trusted. People who will see your heart, not just your strength. People who will care for your spirit, not just your presence. People who will meet you with honesty, consistency, and honor. You will not have to carry relationships alone anymore. You will not have to overextend to feel valued. You will not have to shrink to stay accepted. I am aligning you with those who match your integrity, your depth, and your growth. And my beloved one, I am also restoring your inner confidence. You lost pieces of yourself while trying to hold others together. You dimmed your voice to avoid conflict. You questioned your worth because of how others mishandled your heart. But now, you will feel strength rising again, quiet, steady, undeniable. You will find yourself speaking with clarity where you once hesitated. You will make decisions with authority where you once doubted. You will trust your intuition with ease because you will finally recognize it as my whisper within you. Your dreams, too, will feel closer. Ideas that once intimidated you will feel possible. Opportunities that once overwhelmed you will feel aligned. You will sense that things are shifting in your favor because they are. The resistance that once surrounded you is weakening. The closed doors are loosening. The pathways are clearing. What once required striving will begin to flow. My child, there is also a peace coming to you deeper than anything you have felt in years. Peace that will steady your breath. Peace that will quiet your mind. Peace that will heal your nervous system from years of pressure, fear, and emotional labor. You will begin to feel safe in your own body again, safe in your decisions, safe in your direction, safe in your future. This next chapter is not about surviving, it is about living. Not about enduring it, is about expanding. Not about questioning your worth, it is about embodying it. All the inner work you have done, all the battles you have survived, all the tears you have shed, have prepared you for what comes next. My beloved one, breathe deeply. You are stepping into alignment, identity, and destiny. The version of you emerging now is the one I always saw. My child, enter this moment softly, for what I am revealing in this part is meant to steady your heart and prepare your spirit for the elevation that is drawing near. You have walked through a long stretch of internal transformation, quiet, unseen, often exhausting. Yet through it all, I have been shaping you in ways you did not always recognize. My beloved one, what you are stepping into now requires a new understanding of who you are becoming and what I am preparing you to carry. There were seasons when it felt like you were losing parts of yourself, your drive, your joy, your spark, your confidence. You tried to push through the heaviness, but some days, even breathing felt like a burden. You wondered if you were falling behind, if you had missed your moment, if something inside you had permanently dimmed. But my child, nothing in you was dying. You were being purified. I was removing what was never truly part of you. The fear you learned, the doubt you absorbed, the voices that shaped your insecurities, the heaviness that attached itself to your spirit. You were not losing yourself. You were losing what was limiting you. My precious one, the emotional and spiritual fatigue you experienced was not weakness. It was an indicator that your spirit was shifting into a higher realm of awareness. You were shedding old identities, old coping mechanisms, old expectations. Transformation is not always loud. It is often quiet, tender, and deeply internal. And you have been transforming beautifully, even on days when you felt like nothing was changing. Now, you are entering a season where your spirit is becoming increasingly sensitive to truth. You will no longer ignore red flags or silence your intuition. You will recognize manipulation quickly. You will feel dishonesty instantly. You will sense alignment with precision. This heightened discernment is not random, it is preparation. I am giving you the ability to see with clarity so that your next steps will not be hindered by confusion or misalignment. My beloved one, I am also restoring the parts of your heart that grew numb as a way to survive. You learn to disconnect your emotions to protect yourself. You learn to silence your needs to avoid conflict. You learn to stay quiet so you wouldn't be misunderstood. But now I am awakening what went quiet in you. You will begin to feel joy where there was numbness. You will feel curiosity where there was emptiness. You will feel hope rising where there was exhaustion. This restoration is not sudden. It is gentle, like morning light slowly returning after a long night. You will notice in this season that your mind begins to clear. Thoughts that once spiraled will lose their momentum. Fears that once felt overwhelming will lose their voice. You will begin to respond from peace, not panic, from wisdom, not wounds, from clarity, not confusion. The mental battles that once consumed you will no longer dictate your days. My child, I am also reorganizing your internal priorities. What once felt urgent will no longer hold you hostage. What once captured your attention will no longer control your emotions. You will begin valuing silence, boundaries, honesty, and intention. You will be drawn to people who protect your peace, not challenge it. You will choose environments that honor your spirit, not drain it. You will walk away from chaos without guilt, because peace will no longer be optional, it will be essential. My precious one, you will soon notice divine alignment unfolding around you. Doors will open without force. People will enter your life carrying answers. Opportunities will come with ease, not struggle. Conversations will confirm what your spirit already sensed. Everything that felt stuck will begin to move. Everything that felt heavy will begin to lift. Everything that felt impossible will begin to shift. This is not coincidence. It is orchestration. I have been rearranging the atmosphere around your life, preparing a path that honors the version of you emerging from this transformative season. You are stepping into a chapter where you will walk with more confidence, more clarity, more power, and more peace than ever before. The confusion is ending. The heaviness is breaking. The fog is lifting. You are rising quietly, steadily, divinely. My beloved one, breathe deeply. You are being prepared for blessings that require the healed, refined, awakened version of yourself. And that version is unfolding beautifully, my child. Enter this moment slowly, for what I am about to speak will bring understanding to the deepest questions you have carried in silence. You have walked through seasons that felt like emotional deserts, dry places where nothing seemed to grow, where your prayers felt unanswered, where your heart wondered whether I still heard you. But my beloved one, silence has never meant absence. In those quiet seasons, I was not ignoring you. I was rebuilding you from within. There were days when your spirit felt empty, and you questioned whether you had anything left to give. You felt disconnected from your purpose, disconnected from your own emotions, disconnected from the joy that once came naturally to you. My child, I know those days frightened you. You feared that the numbness meant something was wrong with you, but the numbness was a sign of deep spiritual exhaustion. Exhaustion earned from years of carrying responsibilities, emotions, and burdens you were never meant to carry alone. I was not disappointed in your weariness. I was tending to it. My precious one, you must know this. I have never required perfection from you. I have only asked for connection. Even in your quietest moments when your prayers were nothing more than a whispered, "Help me," heaven responded. Even when all you could offer me was your tears, your silence, your fatigue, I held you with more love than you realized. You were not failing. You were healing. And in this season, something profound has been shifting inside you. You are noticing your tolerance weakening for anything that disturbs your peace. Chaotic environments, emotionally unstable people, unhealthy habits, conversations that drain your spirit. This is not you becoming cold or distant. This is your spirit finally understanding its worth. You are no longer trying to fit into spaces where you were never meant to remain. You are outgrowing what once tolerated your brokenness, but cannot sustain your healing. My beloved one, I am also bringing closure to unresolved emotional threads, situations that left you confused, hurt, or questioning yourself. People who walked away without explanation, relationships that ended abruptly, betrayals that still echo in your memory. You have carried these loose ends for far too long, trying to make sense of what made no sense. But hear me now, not every ending was meant to be explained. Some endings were divine intervention. Some goodbyes were hidden protections. Some losses were preparations for greater gains. And now peace will begin to settle over the places where confusion once lived. You will feel closure without confrontation, healing without apologies, release without explanation. This is the kind of restoration I am giving you, quiet, gentle, complete. My child, I am also awakening your spiritual authority. There will be moments when you feel stronger without knowing why. Moments when courage rises without effort. Moments when your own voice surprises you with its clarity. You will speak truths you once swallowed. You will express needs you once hid. You will walk into rooms with a confidence that cannot be faked. This is not arrogance, it is identity. You are remembering who you are in me. As your identity strengthens, so will your discernment. You will sense when something is right long before it becomes visible. You will sense when something is wrong long before it unravels. You will no longer allow your emotions to overrule your spirit. You will honor the warnings I place within you. Trust this inner knowing, it is one of my greatest gifts in you. My precious one, I am also preparing divine timing around your life. Opportunities that once slipped through your fingers will return. Connections that were once premature will reappear in the right season. Ideas you thought you abandoned will resurface with clarity. There is a synchronization happening in the unseen, a gentle harmonizing of events, people, circumstances, and timing. Nothing is random now. Everything is intentional. You will begin to notice small signs, doors opening paths, clearing conversations, aligning unexpected encouragement, arriving at just the right moment. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that heaven is moving. And as these signs increase, so will your peace. A peace that does not depend on circumstances. A peace that does not come and go with emotions. A peace that settles deep in your chest and reminds you, I am with you. I am guiding you. I am preparing you. My child, breathe deeply. You are nearing a divine unveiling, A moment when everything begins to make sense, when the threads of your past weave into purpose, when the weight lifts and the clarity settles. You are stepping into your next chapter with strength you earned through tears and wisdom you gained through endurance. You are ready, my beloved one, more ready than you know. My child, step gently into this final part, for what I am revealing now is the culmination of everything your heart has walked through, everything your spirit has endured, and everything heaven has been preparing for you. You have journeyed through valleys that felt endless, seasons that felt unclear, and transitions that felt overwhelming. Yet through it all, my beloved one, you kept moving. You kept hoping. You kept listening. Even when you were tired, even when you were unsure, even when the path felt dark. And because you kept walking, you are now standing at the edge of a divine shift. There is a reason your spirit feels different now, lighter, clearer, more awake. The weight that once pressed against your chest is loosening. The confusion that once clouded your mind is dissolving. The fears that once dictated your decisions are losing their power. You are stepping out of survival and into purpose, out of fear and into confidence, out of delay and into alignment. What once felt like waiting is becoming preparation. What once felt like loss is revealing itself as protection. What once felt like silence is now becoming understanding. My precious one, you are entering a season where the doors that open will feel effortless. Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because your spirit is finally aligned with my timing. You will walk into opportunities that fit you, relationships that honor you, and environments that nurture you. You will no longer force yourself into spaces that choke your growth. You will no longer apologize for your sensitivity, your intuition, your boundaries, or your calling. You will stand in who you are with a quiet strength that comes from knowing I shaped every part of you. You will also find that people who belong in your life will meet you with reciprocity support that matches your heart love, that honors your spirit presence, that respects your journey. Gone are the days of overextending yourself for those who cannot see your worth. Gone are the days of giving your heart to those who mishandle it. I am surrounding you with those who value your depth, your sincerity, your wisdom, and your resilience. And my child, as you walk forward, you will carry a peace that is not fragile, but foundational. Peace that steadies you. Peace that guides you. Peace that protects you from returning to places you've outgrown. Peace that reminds you that you are not walking into your future alone. I am guiding every step. The version of you emerging from this journey is strong, soft-grounded, intuitive-wise, and deeply connected to my voice. You are ready for the next chapter, not because you have everything figured out, but because you finally trust that you don't have to. You trust me, and that trust is what opens the way. My beloved one, breathe deeply. The season you are walking into now will not mirror the season you came from. What is ahead of you is brighter, gentler, fuller, and more aligned with heaven's design for your life. Everything you have endured has prepared you for this. Walk forward, my child. Your time has come, my child. As you leave this moment, know that heaven has already moved on your behalf. My beloved one, you now stand inside the very shift your spirit has been waiting for. Walk gently, stay alert, and let my peace settle over every part of your life. I am restoring, revealing, and protecting you from what you could not see. Trust my timing, for your steps are guided. If this message touched your heart, share it, so another soul may awaken to my voice. And my precious one comment, 22, a sign that divine alignment is now unfolding over you.